Alright, and we are back with another video. Appreciate y'all taking the time out to seeing what I did, how I did it, and all that great stuff. So I'm gonna be breaking down one of my beats that I ended up doing, co-producing with BR. Shout out to BR, he actually sent me this loop. We ended up flipping a sample from this song with Rosie called Screaming Underwater. We just ended up doing a little twist on it. If you want to go check out the song, that's the song right there. It's a really good song. Definitely a really good song. I'll let y'all hear what I did for the breakdown, or what he did for the breakdown, and then we'll kind of go from there. There we go.
Think I need a new pillowcase, 'cause I've been crying on this one all night. It just reminds me that we're close to breaking. Guess I'll take the blame if it's mine. I had to put my phone on airplane mode, 'cause I don't wanna be waiting on you. You know I am, and it's been getting lonely, and your silence hurts more than the truth. But I feel like I'm screaming underwater without you. Feel like I'm drowning every time I cry loud. And the weight of all our problems got me halfway to the bottom. Feel like I'm screaming underwater without you.
Hey Dale, turn it up.
Alright, so that's the sample with the melody that we ended up doing. Sound pretty good, sound really good actually. So what I ended up doing was, originally this is what it sounds like with no effects, no anything on it, and we'll go from there and see how or what I did.
Think I need a new pillowcase, 'cause I've been crying on this one all night. It just reminds me that we're close to breaking. Guess I'll take the blame if it's mine. I had to put my phone on airplane mode, 'cause I don't wanna be waiting on you. You know I am, and it's been getting lonely, and your silence hurts more than the truth. But I feel like I'm screaming underwater without you. Feel like I'm drowning every time I cry loud. And the weight of all our problems.
So that's what it sounds like with no plugins, no anything on it. That's what it sounds like. Alright, so what I ended up doing was, just to make it sound a little bit more full and a little bit more bright, I ended up adding, not that. Let's take away for the master tracks real quick, and then I'll put those back on in a second. So this is what I ended up doing. To put a EQ on all of these samples that he ended up sending to me, and I ended up putting some reverb on it. The only reason I did that is because it was a little bit muddy, so I didn't like the mud, so we took that out. So
Think I need a new pillowcase,
how it sounds.
'cause I've been crying on this one all night. It just reminds me that we're close to breaking. Guess I'll take the blame if it's mine. I had to put my phone on
Kind of hear the
airplane
difference in between the two.
mode, 'cause I don't wanna be waiting on you. You know I am, and it's been getting lonely.
Took out some of that mud
Your silence hurts more
in
than
the
the
bass,
truth.
because I was
But I
on
feel like I'm screaming underwater without you.
I already was going to add my own bass in there. We didn't have to worry about that. So took that out, and then I added some reverb to give it a little bit more fuller effect.
And the weight of all our problems got me halfway to the bottom. Feel like I'm screaming underwater without you.
Hey Dale, turn it up.
That's the melody. Real simple, real easy. Then I added some effects to the master track, because the master track was a little bit dull, so we added a soft clipper, make that bass hit a little bit harder. Added another EQ for all of my high ends. Then added another reverb. There it is. Added another reverb to this. I only put it up like 20%. It's not really like, it really don't sound like, you really ain't gonna hear it like that, because I already put a lot of reverb on the melody itself. That's where this is pulling from, all this melody, right? So with everything,
And the weight of all our problems got me halfway to the bottom. Feel like I'm screaming underwater without.
it's a big difference. It's a real big difference. So something simple, Something very, very simple, especially for any type of artist that want to get on this song. Real simple. Real simple. The drums, however, this is where the drums came into play. So I added my own little drums and effects and all that great stuff. We gonna break them down how we best see fit, and we gonna go from there. All right. So originally, let me get my bass. There we go. Originally, it was just this. It was just this for my regular bass. This is what it sounded like. So not bad, right? Not bad. I started off with that just to give it a little bit of some rhythm, give it a little bit of some spice to it as well. And then I added a different 808 pattern just to give it some variation. So that's that. Then we added in some snares in there. Simple. Got a little bit of variation in there, but not a lot. Perfect, cool, right? So now that that is in there, I also layered it with a clap. Same pattern, same everything, just layered it. You know, just simple layer. And then we broke that down when we did the variation in here for like the bridge, the chorus, the hook, and then the verses. So now that we got the claps out the way, you know, I did simple snare hits. You know, everybody love the snares. Everybody love the snare hits. Did one of those. Now that I did that, all of my open hats are very simple, very delicate, very sweet, and to the point. Very to the point. If it'll open up, there it is. So I got them all hitting on different sections, so they all hit at the same time. Even on 5, 9, 13, and 17, they all hit on the same thing. So that's one. Then I did my other open hats, so it can follow the 808 pattern to give it a little bit more bounce, a little bit more rhythm to it. Now we're looking at our kick pattern. This also follows the 808 pattern as well too, but I brought it down a little bit because that 808 is hitting like super hard. So brought down the velocities on all of my kicks. Some of them hit on the same thing, some of them don't. Just kind of depends. Yeah, and that's the kick. What else did I add? Everybody knows this with any ride wave song. It's just one sound that he always has in every single album. Yeah, and that's it. That's just it for those two sections. That's just it. Then you got your live snare. Put a live drum snare in there just to give it a little bit more bounce. Made it a little bit better. I liked it. I definitely liked it. Plus, I've had that sound for years and I've never used it until now, so I had to make sure I incorporated it some way. Same thing with this snare. It's a different snare as well, just to give it a little bit more of a a little bit more of a variant. And now, even with all of my sounds, my hi-hats is a little bit different. I didn't show my hi-hats yet. So with my hi-hats, I ended up doing another EQ just to just to cut out some of that low end. No, I'm sorry, high end. That's how you do that. Added a reverser on there. Without the reverser, it just sounds like real dry, real plain. With it, gives you a little bit of that reverse sound on the end there, on that tail. Added a delay. It's not really that much of a delay, but you can hear it as your ears tweak to it. And then I also added a reverb. As you can see, a reverb is my favorite thing to use. Favorite thing. Favorite thing. And that's, I believe that's everything out of the whole beat. I think that's everything. So this is the finished product and what it sounds. It's
Think I need a new pillowcase, 'cause I've been crying on this one all night.